Today we're diving deep into one of the most tragic stories in NBA history, the murder of Lorenzen Wright. This man wasn't just a hooper, he was a Memphis legend, a hometown hero, and a father of 6. But in 2010, his life was cut short in one of the most shocking crimes the city had ever seen. And it took 7 years before the truth finally came to light. This is the real story of how greed, betrayal, and a cold-blooded conspiracy led to the murder of Lorenzen Wright. Let's get into it. Lorenzen Wright was a big deal in the basketball world. A power forward who put in work for 13 seasons in the NBA, playing for teams like the Clippers, Hawks, and Grizzlies. But off the court, he was a family man, a generous dude who gave back to his community in Memphis. People loved him, respected him. He wasn't just another athlete, he was one of them. But by 2010, things weren't looking too good for Wright. He was a year into retirement, struggling financially, and going through a divorce from his wife, Sherra Wright. And unfortunately, that was just the beginning of the nightmare. July 19th, 2010. Wright was back in Memphis visiting family when he got a call from Sherra. She told him to meet up at a familiar spot, some woods where they used to mess around back in the day. But what he didn't know, this was a setup. Sherra wasn't alone. She had her cousin, Jimmy Martin, and her other man, Billy Ray Turner, waiting. And when Wright showed up, it was an ambush. 11 shots rang out in the darkness. Wright, in his final moments, even tried to call 911, but it was too late. He was gone. Memphis was in shock. Nobody knew who did it, why they did it, or if justice would ever be served. And for 7 years, his family, especially his mother, Deborah Marion, fought to keep his name alive and find out the truth. At first, Sherra played the grieving widow role perfectly. She told the police that Wright had left her house that night with a box of drugs, planning to flip something for quick cash. She even tried to make him look like a bad husband, saying he cheated and abused her. But Wright's family, they weren't buying it. His own mother told the cops from day one, "Look at Sherra." And when Sherra cashed in $1 million from Wright's life insurance and blew through it in months on luxury items, yeah, things started looking real suspicious. But for years, there was no proof. Until 2017, when Jimmy Martin, already locked up for killing his girlfriend in 2007, came forward with the truth. He told authorities that Sherra and Turner had planned the murder, even tried to kill Wright once before in Atlanta but failed. And to seal the deal, he led them to the murder weapon, dumped in a Mississippi lake. By late 2017, Sherra and Billy Ray Turner were both arrested. Prosecutors argued that they killed Wright for the insurance money. Defense lawyers tried to paint Martin as an unreliable witness, but the evidence, it was stacked against them. Turner got sentenced to life in 2, but Sherra, in 2019, she shocked everyone by taking a plea deal. She admitted to helping plan the murder and got hit with a 30-year sentence with a chance of parole after just 9 years. Yeah, 9 years for setting up your ex-husband's murder? That didn't sit right with a lot of people. And just 2 years later, she even tried to take back her plea, saying she was coerced into it. But when she went up for parole in 2022, the board shut that all the way down. She won't get another chance until 12. Lorenzen Wright's murder was a tragedy that never should have happened. A man who gave so much to his city, his people, and his family was taken out in the worst way possible, all because of greed. His story is a reminder that not everyone in your circle is really for you. And sometimes the people closest to you are the most dangerous. R.I.P. to a real one, Lorenzen Wright. Gone but never forgotten. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.